Hi everyone, it's me again, Sam. So, first of all, excuse my potato form, and yeah, I just did my skincare, and yeah, I look a little bit oiled up right now, if that makes sense. But yeah, again, I want to apologize for being gone for such a moment again, and yeah, I mean, there's no such bad things happened, like I was just enjoying my summer vacation. I'm having a lot of sleep, because like I'm literally like seizing this moment, I'm literally like, you know, um, doing everything for me to actually, have adequate rest, to have, just enjoy my time in summer vacation because I know that my junior year will probably be the worst thing ever, But yeah, um, there's something that I really want to talk about since I'm recording this at August 14. No, August 15 technically because it's 12 a.m. But yeah, my birthday is coming up tomorrow. So yeah, I'm turning 20 years old. And yeah, I've realized a lot of things actually. And yeah, I want to talk about like getting old in general or getting older in general, if that makes sense. But yeah, before we talk about like this topic, I really want to have like a quick um, you know, catch up with you guys. So my update for my life would be, yeah, I'm still the same. I'm still the same potato, I'm still the same Sam. Probably I learned a lot of things, yeah, new things probably, and but if if I'm gonna assess myself right now, I feel like I'm still the same person, and like there's a lot of things that has happened for the past months, and yeah, I was just like trying to live very slow, but at the same time, I really want this year to end already. I don't know why, but yeah, I have my particular reason, but yeah, that's just my update, like everything feels the same. I'm still, the same person as before, the Sam, that has started this podcast last 4 months. And can you realize that this podcast will be 5 months now? So yeah, it's crazy, right? It's very crazy because like I never thought that I would actually do this thing in my life, and right now I'm talking in front of you guys, I mean, I am not the best podcaster out there, but like I feel like I'm just being myself, and it's up to you if you're gonna like whatever I'm saying from the camera, because like um one of the biggest things or like one of the biggest reasons why I'm starting this podcast was like to actually express something that is inside of me, because like for most of the people out there who knows me as a person, I don't really like, you know, talking much. I really like to isolate myself. But with this platform or with this way, I am, be able to actually express myself even I'm alone right now. So yeah. So yeah, let's get into the topic. So for today's episode, we were going to talk about um, getting older or like getting older in general. So yeah, recently I have been, studying Japanese, and I have been talking to a lot of Japanese people, mostly older Japanese people, And by me saying talking to Japanese people, I am talking to those people who's at age of 27 to 50 years old. So those people are, obviously older than me. So I am talking to them a lot. I don't know why. Maybe it's the algorithm of like the app that I'm using, but like most of the time whenever I'm practicing my speaking skills in Japanese, most of the people that I'm talking to are like so much older than me. And every single time I just realize, whenever I'm talking to those people that are older than me, I'm always asking them like, how does it feel like to live your life at that age? And I'm always asking them, what's the difference between like being in this age and your age now? And unconsciously, I'm not noticing that I'm always asking those people, how does it feel like? How does it feel like? And, I had this reflection yesterday. I was just like, being potato in my room. I was, it's just like I am reconciliating with my life. And I was having this epiphany that, oh yeah, like maybe the reason, Sam, why you're always asking these people was because you are kind of scared to get old, but at the same time, you're not. If that makes sense. Because, like, okay, first of all, I am 19 years old right now. I'm turning 20, right? But at the same time, I'm always telling to people that, oh yeah, I don't feel 19 years old at all. I feel much older, compared to my age right now. I feel much older. Maybe because of my experiences in life, or maybe the way that I think. But at the same time, I feel much older when it comes to being at this age. But there's this unnoticed feeling inside of me that whenever I am noticing that I'm getting older by age or by number per se, I am kind of getting scared, I'm kind of getting pressured to actually be old in life. Because, like, I don't know, sometimes life feels like a ticking time bomb, and it feels like everything is coming to an end, even though sometimes life feels so long. But at the same time, the moment that you are kind of noticing a lot of things in your life, especially the smallest things in your life, that's the time where you will feel like things are actually getting passed by and you are getting older. And you're not the only person who's getting older, but also the people around you. And, also, I have to add this, like, I'm talking to my family, right? I'm having this conversation with my family, and I'm asking one of my cousins, like, I'm asking, like, oh, it's your birthday now, so, like, how old are you? And, like, she said, look, I'm 40 years old now. And, like, what? You're 40 years old? Like, the last time that I saw you, you were, like, 35 or something, and you're 40 years old. And, like, like, that moment where you will feel like, oh shit, like am I kind of like, in a movie where like everything is fast paced and like I am not noticing everything in life, and like, my life is just passing by without me noticing everything, and like I'm just being shocked that everything is just, you know being old, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but like that's what I feel being old, or like getting older in general. Because like a lot of people around me actually, whenever they see me in person, like for example, my family or like the people that I know in this town, like whenever they see me, like they always ask me, "Oh Sam, like how old are you now? Like, are you like working already? Like, um, what's your plan in your life and stuff?" And I said, "No, I'm not working already. I mean, I'm not working yet, and like I'm still in college. I'm gonna be a junior this year and stuff." And like whenever I'm telling them those kind of things, I'm like, "What? I thought like you were already graduated and stuff." And like, "What? No, let me live my life like just slow, like I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but like I feel like me being anxious about my life is making me feel like things just passing by really fast. But like also I feel like the reason why people have different perspectives when it comes to getting older and stuff, because like some people doesn't even care but if they get old. um but me, I do care. I do care a little bit. Like maybe the reason why was because me as a person, I am noticing everything. Like every little things. But at the same time, if I will be in the moment of my life wherein like I will kind of forget to notice everything, and the moment that I started to notice everything again, I will be very very shocked, because like a lot of things happened already, and like I didn't notice. Okay, because like this is the downfall of like not romanticizing your life. This is the downfall of like not living slow. Was is that you're gonna be in a situation wherein like you will live your life and you have nothing else to do. You're enjoying your life. You're resting. You're sleeping a lot, and you don't even know what date at that moment. Like at that moment, you will not even notice what day it is, and yeah, you're just gonna be shocked that, oh God, like there's a lot of things happen outside of my world, and like like you're just gonna be shocked that everything is passing by without you noticing it. So it will overwhelm you in a way. I don't know why it's kind of hot right now, but like, yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, getting older in general was really, you know, scary for most of the people that I know. Especially when it comes to having big responsibilities. It's like when you are getting older, it's like you're facing the real world. You're facing the reality of life. You're actually, um, almost having the time of like an end at school. So like you don't have a choice but to actually work for yourself and for your family and stuff. And it's just like, like you are in a certain age wherein like you're not having those responsibilities yet, but at the same time you're fully conscious how big they are. You're fully conscious how scary they are, because like of course when you are in this kind of age, expectations, responsibilities are gonna come up to you out of nowhere. Because I was talking about like the things that I want to do in my life with my family, and like they were very proud of me. They were very, proud of me being a fully realized person. Me knowing already what I want to do in my life, which I'm very grateful for. I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for being a person who knows what he wants in life. But at the same time, as we get older, you will be in a moment wherein everything feels like a roller coaster. Everything feels like you will be in this discombobulating state wherein you will start to question yourself. You will start being confused. You will start to question yourself. Is this really what I want to do in my life? Is this really what I wanted to become in this life? Because of course when it comes to making decisions in life, we have to actually decide properly. We have to actually rethink everything, and we have to consider a lot of things when it comes to making a big decision in our lives. And like that decision that we're gonna make, as we get older, we should become more wiser when it comes to making a decision, because not only you are getting older, but also at the same time, the more that you get older, the more things are in your back, if that makes sense. The more things you are carrying at the moment. So you cannot just be impulsive. Like, yeah, of course, like there's a lot of privileged people out there who can be impulsive in their life, but at the same time, if you are a person who's gonna have a lot of responsibilities in life, who's gonna have a lot of how can I say this, like things on their back, we should become more wiser. We should become more how can I say this, like resilient when it comes to having problems in life. And yeah, of course, me, I cannot talk about my personal experience about being old, because I'm not old yet. I don't exactly know how does it feel like to be old and to have a lot of responsibilities in life. But at the same time, I am trying to put myself in the shoes of other people. I am trying to like see the world in their eyes. I'm trying to ask people, how does it feel like to be like this? How does it feel like to be like that? How does it feel like to have a job like that you do for like 10 hours a day? How does it feel like to have a family? How does it feel like to, like become something that you didn't want to? Those questions are always the things that I'm asking from the people that are older than me, because I want to know, how can I prepare myself, how can I prepare myself physically and emotionally with those kind of things, because sometimes not knowing what happened is the like, scariest things that could you could ever feel, because you'll never know what will happen in your life, like the uncertainty of things in life. I mean, if you think about it, like for example, like last 5 years, you will never, I mean, you never thought that you will become this person who you are right now, right? Because like, if I'm, you know, gonna say this personally, I never thought that I would actually become like this. Like for the past 5 years, I never thought that I would become like this person, I never thought about becoming this person wherein like I am fully realized, I know what I want in life. And yeah, I know myself right now. I just know myself, But I never thought of becoming this Sam that I am right now. And I'm very grateful, And when you realize that uncertainty in life, wherein like you will never know what will happen, it's just very scary, It's just very scary. But at the same time, when we look at the good things in life, or like when we look at the good side of it, it is very scary. But at the same time, things could happen beautifully, Things could happen well. I mean, I know that we are scared of getting older because sometimes bad things could happen, but what if good things also happen, right? And that, like that specific thing that I'm thinking was just my, how can I say this? It was just my coping mechanism at the moment, like I was just thinking, oh yeah, Sam, you're getting scared of being old, but at the same time, you never know that maybe there's a beautiful life waiting for you in the future, and you never know what will be the things that you're doing in life, And yeah, when it comes to, talking to older people, I mean, I would say this, but like, the number in your age doesn't define how much, how much sophisticated you are as a person, if that makes sense. How much opinionated you are as a person, or like how much, how can I say this, romanticized you are as a person. It doesn't define how much you know about life. Because like, yeah, as I stated earlier, like I ask a lot of people about their experiences. I ask a lot of people how they feel like when it comes to being this kind of age. But at the same time, I know that being at that age, or like having this age number, does not really define how much experience you've had, how much things you've learned in this life. It doesn't define that. So like, I am very, very proud, and like I look up to the people wherein like they're very, you know, acting like their age, if that makes sense. How can I say this? That's kind of strange, but like I look up to the people who act like their age, if that makes sense. For example, if you are 30 years old, act like 30 years old, because like you are 30 years old for a reason, I mean, it's okay if to have this youth feeling, to have this, how can I say this? To have this inner child in you, like that you want to cherish, but at the same time, when it comes to being emotionally intelligent, being mature, looking life in a more deeper perspective, you have to act out of your age, because I feel like there are a lot of people who's like older than us, but at the same time, sometimes they don't think the right way, you know. And Sam, what is even like the right way of thinking? I don't exactly know, you know. I feel like there's a lot of moralities in this world that, like, you know, just making us different as a person. And like, sometimes we never know what is right and what is wrong in this world. But yeah, when it comes to being at that certain age, we have to act out on like a certain, you know, age, because like if we don't act out of a certain age, it will become more, how can I say this? It will become more bad, you know? Like, imagine this, like you're getting older by age, but at the same time you're being less of a person, if that makes sense, you know? I mean, when it comes to reality, you know, realistically speaking, you are aging because you are gaining something, you know? I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, you are aging as a person because you are gaining something. You are gaining experiences, you are gaining things, you are gaining lessons in your life. So you don't have to restrict yourself learning things from this world just because you are comfortable by yourself right now, you know? I mean, you know, like when you think of it, like for the past 5 years or like 10 years of your life, you never expected that you will learn the things that you have right now, you know. But at the same time, if you let yourself just be open to the world and like, I'm sorry for that. As I was saying, like if you just let yourself be open in this world and like, you know, try to understand things not only your way but like the right way, you know, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but like, yeah, just let yourself be open to the world. So like, you cannot just learn to be yourself or like with yourself, but also you could learn other people. Also, you know, you could be good at, you know, socializing with people, dealing with your problems in life, being more emotionally intelligent. You know, that's like the three things that, you know, we should become better when it comes to getting older, you know, because of course, like there's this toxic culture when it comes to, you know, family or like, you know, people in general and like socializing. Like if you are older than me, it means like you're the right person, but like no, you're not, you know. It doesn't mean that you're older than me. It doesn't mean that you already know what's right and what's wrong for me. That's not how it works, you know. As I was stating earlier, it doesn't define like your age number. It doesn't define like how well you are in life, you know, how well you are kind of like, you know, living your life or like being, oh, sorry, that was my laptop. Like it doesn't define how, you know, how matured you are as a person, if that makes sense, you know, which is very very, you know, evident when it comes to, can you stop please? No, 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 I'm being distracted by my laptop, I'm sorry. Okay, so as I was saying, it doesn't really define, you know, like how, please stop. Oh my god, I'm sorry for this. Oh my god, stop. I am forgetting what I'm saying, I'm sorry. Okay, you can stop now. Okay. Okay, so as I was saying, sorry for the commercial, but like, yeah, as I was saying, it doesn't really define, you know, how matured you are as a person. Because like, if you experience this personally, of course, you've encountered a lot of people where like, if I'm older than you, then I am right. You know, you have to listen to me. You have to, you know, you have to, you know, like think that I am the right person and that you are the wrong person because I know better than you, because I am first in this world, you know, I came first in this world more than you, which is a very stupid thing, you know, that's very stupid. But like, of course, like it is very obvious that when it comes to older people, we have to respect them, okay? That's given. We have to give them respect, okay? But it doesn't mean that we have to, think that they're always the right people to tell us the things in this world, Of course, we have to assess first what are the things that they're saying. And we have to assess first, am I capable enough to understand this thing for me to actually think if this is right or wrong? You have to assess also yourself, if you have the capacity and the capability to actually think what is right and what is wrong in this world. And like getting older, as I stated earlier, is gaining experience. It doesn't mean like you have to get a lot of problems in life so like you can learn something. It doesn't work like that. What I mean by gaining experience is like letting yourself be human, letting yourself be a natural human being, like feeling emotions, having thoughts, having imaginations, daydreaming, those kind of things that makes us human, as a person. I feel like those things are the, like the epitome of being like a living human in this world, if that makes sense. I don't know where this conversation is getting me, but like, yeah, I'm sorry guys if you're finding me a little bit like hard to understand. Because like right now I'm having a thought like, oh, maybe I'm kind of like hard to understand right now because like I am very esoteric, my thoughts are like very obnoxious, if that makes sense. But like, yeah, I'm doing my best to explain this, thought in my head as much as I could. But like, yeah. So I feel like I'm gonna, go to the last part of this conversation. So yeah, the reason why I started like talking about these things was like, yeah, first of all, my birthday is coming. So my birthday is tomorrow. Technically, I am gonna be 20 years old. So yeah, I never thought I'd be living in this world for like 20 years. But yeah, here I am. And yeah, you know, there's a lot of I want to share to you guys what are the things that I've learned in this life. I mean, it's already 30 minutes, but like I don't know if my mic, you know, still has the power to actually, end this video, but like yeah, I'm going to share things that I learned in this life. First things that I learned in this life as someone that's going to be 20 years old, don't be afraid to be miserable in life. That's always the thing that I'm always saying in life, like, or like in this podcast that I'm doing. Don't be afraid of being miserable because it will teach you a lot of things. Don't be afraid to experience hurt from love, hurt from people. Don't be afraid to experience those kind of things because at the end of the day, you will need them. You will need them to actually flourish in this world and like learn a lot of things. And at the end of the day, you will thank yourself for being strong, for being, hopeful that one day you will become a person that you will look up into and like be proud of. And yeah, that's exactly, what happened to me personally. So yeah, first thing, don't be afraid to be miserable in life. Second thing, what I've learned about life was that don't be afraid to be by yourself. Don't be afraid to be by yourself. Don't be afraid to be alone in most of the things. So I feel like I am, like the person that you could talk about when it comes to being alone in the most of the things that we're doing in this world. So yeah, I've lived my life, most of the time being lonely and like wanting a lot of friends in life, wanting company around, wanting people around because I don't like the feeling of like being alone. But once I started to actually, accepting and, you know, realizing that being alone is not that bad at all. Being alone taught me my strengths in life. Being alone taught me the things that I could extract out of myself, which are beautiful. And being alone mostly taught me that Being by myself doesn't mean that I should be sad already. Being by myself doesn't mean that I am weak, you know. Being by myself just means that I am a person who, can conquer this world with my own strengths, with my own self, But at the same time, it's not bad to actually want people around. Of course, we're human beings, we're people, we're social beings, It's normal for us to want someone, to want someone around. But like, if you are in the point wherein like you cannot do something about it, don't be afraid to be alone. If you want to go out alone. If you want to eat, then eat alone, Sometimes there's this unnoticed art of being alone, which is really beautiful, It's just the world is quiet and you don't have to care about other people because you're just by yourself. And yeah, so the last thing that I've learned about um, being this age was, how can I say this? Don't try to be older than you are right now. Again, I have to repeat that. Don't try to be older than you are right now. I feel like this is a very emotional part of me when it comes to growing up, Because like, if you're someone who was forced to grow up more than their age, I feel like you are someone who's very strong, You were someone was very brave to actually force yourself to learn things so you could live this world, And that's exactly, I feel like, what happened to me in this life. I was forced to, be older, if that makes sense. I mean, not literally the case. I am forced to be older or to think more than my age, I was forced to be like that because I have to, I have to understand things. I have to understand the world at a very young age for me to actually keep on living and living and living in this world, which I'm kind of regretting, I mean, I am not regretting it fully because I am very, part of me was grateful that, I am very grateful that I've learned a lot of things in this world. But at the same time, the part of me that regrets about it was just like, um, you know, uh, I wish I could have a lot of more time to seize my childhood, to make a lot of memories with my friends, to, like remember everything. But like right now, I just couldn't remember a lot of things in my childhood and stuff. I couldn't remember anything, because I was forced to actually live my life more than my age, which is the reason why I'm telling you guys that if you are young right now, or like if you are in a certain age right now, don't try to be older more than your age, just try to live slowly and like just seize every moment in your life, and you know you'll thank yourself later in the future, because living your life slowly and like living your life romanticizingly is the best in this world. You will have a lot of things in this world that you never expected to be beautiful, and sometimes you will live your life in a beautiful way you never thought it's possible, So, yeah, I feel like that's the only things I want to talk about right now. And right now, I'm kind of feeling a little bit hot. I don't know why. My aircon is really weak. I don't know. Maybe I'll get it fixed soon. But, like, yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys for being with me again and for being patient on waiting for another episode. Yeah, again, I'll do my best to, record a lot of episodes for you guys. But like, yeah, this is the topic that I really want to talk about. And like, thank you for listening. Again, always remember, in this life, let's be messy but mossy. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, happy birthday to me, to myself. Yeah, I just wish everyone a good life, good dreams, hopeful life, anything good, I just wish good things on you guys. And thank you so much for listening. And bye bye. Johnny.